From the time I could hold a pencil, apparently all I wanted to do was draw and be a cartoonist, according to my parents. And one thing led to another, and sure enough I ended up getting into animation. And animation and puppetry share a lot of the same principles. You're mimicking life. I always had this fascination for wooden puppets and Czech puppets particularly, because of the style and technique in what they create and the characters that they are able to portray. A Prague puppet master, Michaela Bartonova, she was out here running some workshops, and I really wanted to meet her because it was her work that inspired me as to what the Czech style was all about. She was pretty impressed with my passion for puppetry and bringing out characters, and I showed her examples of my wooden puppets, which were quite pathetic really. And right then and there she gave me a carving lesson in hand carving, which is the technique that I'm using now, in the Czech style. So this is a numbat puppet that was carved out of some red gum, some salvaged red gum. One of the things that you learn when you study this kind of carving is that you need to listen to the wood. And in this case, the log that I chose had a hole in it in the top, and rather than just try and find a perfect piece of wood, I realised that this piece of wood was sort of telling me that it was broken, a bit like the poor old numbat's future if we're not careful. So this puppet not only is a puppet and can be performed with, it can scratch its ear, but it can also tell a story as a piece of art, as something that was once neglected and given new life through what the Czech people call listening to the wood. When we first came up with the idea for the Lutky Tea House, we thought it was pretty much impossible to do. The idea behind it is sharing community through craft and art, and specifically through puppetry. The philosophy behind the Lutky Tea House, which is bringing something into the world that we believe it's missing. The opportunity to sit down and take your time with something. The opportunity to share ideas and dream and imagine.